Let's get some analysis now with Jacques Reland, who's a senior research fellow at the Global Policy Institute. He joins us from Paris. Good to have you back with us, Jacques. We know President Emmanuel Macron addressed the nation on Thursday after Michel Barnier's resignation, but he did stop short of naming Barnier's successor. What did you make of what Macron had to tell the nation?
Make it that it says that it's up to the parliamentary groups to come to an agreement in order to form a government, which could last at least 9 months until the snap election can be called. You can't expect a new snap election until September, earliest July, but September would be likely vote. So in the meanwhile, you need a stable government. And this time, it's quite clear that this government must include left-wing MPs, especially from the Socialist Party, which has 60 members. If they join the center-right and his own party into forming a coalition, agreeing on a compromise on a government, then that would create some stability and means that a government would then be able to, it would be a government with a very narrow. He call it a government of national interest. We can call it a national union government dealing with the principal issues is the budget initially, but then focusing on a kind of government contract dealing with the key issues for the French, just education, health, law and order, European issues, etc. So there's a hope because we've seen that the socialists who voted against Barnier are now ready to take part in a government. They only have one condition. I just heard that 5 minutes ago when they came out of their meeting with President Macron, is that the prime minister comes from the left, not necessarily a socialist, but a left-wing prime minister. That's their condition. If it's accepted, in that case, we could have a national union government offering some stability for a few months.
Well, that's right. As you say, the leader of the Socialist Party, Olivier Faure, has just emerged from a meeting with Emmanuel Macron saying that the left-wing politicians of that bloc will not accept a right-wing prime minister, quote, under any circumstance. We know Michel Barnier was a polarizing figure. He was a right-wing leader. What's your view? Do you think Emmanuel Macron will heed those calls from the left wing, that he'll install a prime minister that's more centrist rather than right-wing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because suddenly appointing Barnier's big mistake was to rely on the National Front support. And you realize that you can't trust the National Front because Marine Le Pen wants a quick election and she kind of blackmailed the government. So the thing in that process, Marine Le Pen shot herself in the foot because now, if she only represents about 143 candidates, the only other party which would not be involved in a coalition government is the LFI, the Mélenchon supporter, who are about 60, less than 60 together. So both of them could no longer break down a government. If the government includes a respectable number of Socialist Party, some Greens, etc., it means that Le Pen no longer has the possibility to blackmail the government. It means that, and now we would approach something which is very new in France, different parties working together. The French parties haven't got the tradition of compromise, conciliation. They have a tradition of opposition. We've always had in France, left and right. Today, we're in a new age, which can lead to a new reading of the Fifth Republic, where the power is in Parliament, and that is the case today. I don't say that we will have a solution in the next few days, but it's moving in that direction. And the key point for the socialists who are accepting to break their bond with the Mélenchonist supporter might be the fact that because they depend on them for elections. You know, the left vote for each other, even though they disagree fundamentally. One is revolutionary, the other one is a government, sensible left, social democratic. Will be maybe that in part of the package could be the inclusion of a certain degree of proportional representation, which might free the socialists from the electoral bond with the Mélenchon supporter.
I guess we will have to wait and see, won't we? Jacques Reland, great to get your thoughts as always. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.